Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're going to be carrying on with our Dungeon Saga minis, and we're on to our legendary, hang on a second, let me just zoom out a little, we're on to our legendary wizard. So this is who we're doing today. As you can see, he's already been primed white, and let's get on with it, shall we? Aha. So I brought this guy out because I want to have similar colours, not exactly the same colours, but some of the colours will be the same, because I want him to look as though he's the same character rather than a different one. So I want to tie them together, and let's see what we can do. Right, I'm just separating some of the paints here because there's some that's washes that I want to take out and stuff. So let's get ourselves organised, shall we? Right, so first of all, what I want is a pale skin tone. And that skin tone for this one is going to be Ushabti-Bon. A little strange, I know, but bear with, bear with. And what I'm going to do is get a little bit of this on our palette. Let's just first off give the brush a bit of a rinse because I've got some of the Masters Restore and Cleaner on it. Tear a little bit of paper towel off, give it a bit of a dry, and then we can slam it onto our wet palette. Now, as you can see, there's not much difference, or you may not be able to see this on camera, but let me show you, there is some paint on there. Okay, so let's just get on with painting. Now I'm going to go over on the skin tone a little bit of the beard and the moustache as well, just so I've got all the skin done on his face. Remember though that we are going to be going over with a wash afterwards, which is going to change the colour. Oh yeah. So we've got all that, and we'll go over his hands. There we are. What I really need, I think, now is some new brushes and a sample. Hang on a second, let me just push this up, so, excuse me. Yeah, that's better. I need some new brushes and to get back into the swing of using this camera again because I keep going off camera. I apologise for that. I didn't realise the camera was as low as it was. And here we go, finally it is just his hand here that we'll do. And that's that for skin. By the look of it, and you can't see any more. So there we are. Next, what we're going to do is, seeing as the original colour for his clothing was purple, we'll get some purple on the go. Zerius purple, this is the one that we're going to use, and we'll bang some of that on our palette. And as you can see, it's a little easier to see and spot than the Shabty Bone was. So, get that on our palette. And then we're going to be putting it all over this. Yep. So beneath this cloak, onto the garment that he's wearing underneath it. That's going to be purple, as you can see. This cloak is going to be actually grey. I'm going to go with the old Gandalf grey cloak look. But keeping with his rather slightly colourful clothing, but giving him a grey cloak and a grey hat. I could have done them all in grey, but it would have been a little boring. Plus it wouldn't really have made him look like the one from the base game, so I might as well give him some clothing that ties in. And that's the reason I'm doing this. I've also had a little bit of an issue with the staff, where the top part of the staff has broke off, so I've had to glue that on earlier. So I'm trying to be as gentle as I can with that. But no doubt it will snap off again, and no doubt before I finish painting it. So there we are. The majority of it done, just this little bit here. And here. There we go. And that is that bit done. Now, as for his hair, it's a little bit older. He did have blonde hair originally. I'll try to get it blonde, let's put it that way. So what we're going to try and do is similar kind of thing again. So we're going to use Bestigor flesh. There we go, and just pop it onto the. Give it a shake first of all. It is a very watery colour. Not what it would seem. And we'll just go on and cover the beard with this Bestigor flesh. The beard and her. You can see some hair. The hair is underneath the helmet, not the helmet, the hat. Sticking out just like that. And that side, no. And that's it for the beard. That wasn't too bad. Next, we want Scrag Brown, if I believe rightly. And that's going to be for his belt and the leather pouches. In fact, I think I mixed that with a bit of bleach bone to get that colour, so let's just get the best of the Scrag Brown on there first. And then mix in a little of the Ushabti bone in there. Make it a little bit lighter, just like so. And let's do that. And the belt. Just get over all the belt. Might as well. And that will do. Can't see any more of the belt anyway. But what we do need to do now is using a little bit of white scar and to tidy a couple of areas up. So, got him by the hat and pulled off a little bit. Just want a little tiny amount of this and go over that scroll. It's not what you'd call a absolutely brilliant mould for this. We can get it in detail now, but it'll do the job. That one do. I'm going to leave that to dry for a little bit, but what I want now is some Warboss Green, which is that colour. And we only need a very tiny amount of this because we're only going to be using a tiny amount of it. And it's going to go on there like so. I just realised I've missed somewhere with the white that I should have done, so we'll go back into that now. So it's just a little spot on the brush, and then we'll go down there. Like so. And now let's try a little bit more and go back and do that scroll. There we are. Next, what we're going to do is using some. This colour we didn't use for the first one, but we're going to use it on this fella. Using some Incubi Darkness. Okay. Ooh. Might need a bit of this. We're going to be doing this part of his outfit. Now, in the original model he was wearing blue trousers, and this is wearing like a full-length robe. So I thought I'd change colour slightly in a very dark bluey green colour. There we go. One side done, and now the other side. Just like so. And that's just to show a difference between the older, or one of the differences between the older and the more experienced character. There we are. Now, this is where we change our brushes, because I want a slightly bigger brush for this bit, because this is the bit that we're going to be doing the, oops, not that one, that one will do. Give it another rinse out because I've got the that Master's soap on it. And there we are. And what we want now for the cloak itself is not that one, not that one. Where are you? That one will do actually. I'm going to use for this one Eshin Grey. So, pop the lid and bang some on our palette, like so. Spot of water on the brush, just a little bit firm, I want it that firm. And then for this, we're going to be going over the entire cloak. back in with this smaller brush and we'll do the inner areas here that I couldn't get to with the bigger brush, like so. I'm not going to do anything more with that, to be honest. That's going to stay. Whatchamacallit, that's going to stay this colour. I don't see much point in trying to work it too much because it's already dark grey. And that's that. And then, as I said, I want to clean this brush out, go back into the purple and do the back of this sleeve, which I'd forgotten. Like so. Now that's the purpley bits done. The green bits I need to go over with the Inky by Darkness once more to give it that smooth colour. And that bit done, and that bit done. Go back into the Eshin Grey. We'll do that, and there we go. Sorry if I've gone a bit quiet, I'm busy trying to concentrate. Just you've seen what happens when I stop concentrating. I miss things. Oh dear. So we're going to be carrying on with the Eshin Grey all over the robe, or the cloak, whatever you want to call it. And that will be that done then. And the hat as well. Oh yeah. And now mixing a little bit of the Eshin Grey. In fact, I'm mixing some of the Inky by Darkness with the Eshin Grey. Oh, let's do some of the thingy colour in as well. Your Shabty Bone. And thought of that in. Oh, let's get some purple in the job. Oh yeah. Completely weird colour. Let's mix in some of everything. Why not? And these are for his shoes. There we go. And oops, slightly off camera there, sorry about that. That's that bit done. Next, there's a lot of colours in this. What do we want next? Don't want that one. Don't want that one. That one will do nicely. I'm going to get some dryad bark, and that is going to be for his staff. I'm just going to get it straight out of the pot. There we go. I think I should have done that orb in the centre before getting this, but never mind. This is done now, and I'm just going to make sure that all of the stuff is covered. I've missed some with the Eshin Grey. I have no Eshin Grey left, so what I'll do in that case is get some more Eshin Grey when I can find it. Here we are. Best I can do, I'm afraid. And now let us do the brightest colour on the whole piece, which is Flashgit's yellow. And this is going on the trim of his clothing. Like so, and then same again on this side. And then the large piece on the robe as well. I'm doing this colour. Fact. Okay, so on the palette I'm not messing about with the tub. There's a little bit more than I thought there was on this. Alright. And now here. There we go. Why I've just washed my brush out, I don't know, because I'm going to be doing with green, and then there we are. And that's that. One final job before we stop painting and get washing is the book, and that is going to be once again Scrag Brown, straight out of the pot. I'm not faffing about. Just like so. And now we can continue with washes. So put all the paint over to this side of the table, and let's start with now there are a couple of washes that I haven't got here. Got it. Okay, so in fact I've just noticed that there's a little bit of white on his so let's cover that up. With purple. There we are. So let's start off with Reichland Flesh Shade. Bet you don't know where this is going. On the flesh. There isn't much of this to do, but we're going to do it. We want to make that bleach bone look like flesh, not bone. I'm also going to go on the her, I nearly said fur then. There we are. That's that bit done. Next bit is the purple top, which I'm going to be using Cheshire Violet. That may come as a big surprise to you. So this is going to go over anywhere that's purple, as long as I remember we're on the purple eraser. And Use that part there. There we are. That's that bit done. Next, we're going to be doing some Cassandra yellow. Not tried this one before, I don't think. I can't remember doing anyway. And that's going to go on the areas here. Like so. And now we have Agrax Earthshade, which is obviously that colour. And that's going to go on these scrolls here. It's also going to go up the staff. And it's going to go on the pages of the book. There we go. Next we're going to use Keelia green shade, and that's going to go on the Succubus Darkness. And the green bits there. Don't have much of that left. Gonna have to get some more. And then finally, for the cape and the hat, we're going to be using Drakenhof Nightshade. That's going to go all over. A kind of bluish cast. We just plaster it on. Make sure it gets in all the crevices. But don't allow it to build up in places you don't want it. There we go. And we'll do in there as well. And now the hat. And that basically is that for the time being. We can't do any more on this today. So join us next time when we're going to be finishing this off. Bit of highlighting. And whatnot. There we are. That's how it's looking so far. So, as I say, join us next time, why don't you? We'll be finishing him off. bring a bit of highlighting and whatever else we can find to do with it. But until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye.